All right, we're going to try to move a little faster this time and see if we can actually get it done in 5 minutes. We're going to launch in the background an iris run. It's running Adeline and softmax regression. We're going to go over here. We're going to kick this off. We'll try to keep this under 5 minutes this time. That's the boring stuff. We're going to start with logistic regression. We're starting here also with the iris data set. We're setting up a data frame. We're fitting the softmax regression with specified learning rate, tolerance, and max iterations, which has kind of a low learning rate, but it does get the job sort of done here on this one. We can see some predictions. We've got a confusion rate that actually doesn't look too bad. We're going to print it out here. And printing this is weird because you've got weights for each class label. And within those, you can see which one's more important by the size of the weight, but we didn't order it really in that way. So you can see the coefficients for that softmax model. Here we're going to go through with 5 iterations set on debug, so you can see the change in the weights for each one of those columns and then the new weights. We've got the learning rate, again, set pretty low and the tolerance pretty high, so that we'll see some change each round, but not very much. You can see this one here has changed. Okay, we're at the 1 minute 30 mark. We might have to speed up here a little bit. So we've got new weights here, and each iteration, this is iteration 2. It's going through that, and here we go. And it's not going to converge, right? It did not converge after 5 iterations because it had no chance. We're going to see, where'd that go? Sorry. Flip it around. We're going to go back to the average performance at the end when this job hopefully has finished up running. Let's go through Adeline. We're at 2 minutes. We're setting up with breast cancer here. We're fitting a model. Here we've got kind of more standard max iteration values. We're going to get the comparison of predictions. It's a long data set, so that's a pretty long validation fold, and you can see the confusion matrix looks pretty good. And here we're printing out the Adeline discriminant model. We ordered this by coefficients. We probably should have ordered it by the absolute value of the coefficients, although this is actually pretty close for variable importance. So the bare nuclei was at the top. Again, we've numerically standardize these values ahead of time, so they're not the existing training values, but ones that are standardized using z-scores. Same deal as before. We've got max iterations 5. We're going to go through weight changes on each iteration, and then the new weight values. The weight values were originally set to random, slightly small random values in both cases for Adeline and logistic regression. And again, this is not going to converge because it has no chance of converging in 5 iterations. So the last thing we need to do is show the model performance. We're still waiting. We're at 3 minutes, roughly 30 seconds here. Okay, I'm going to wait with you for another 5 seconds before I start needing to fast forward this video. And when we do, we're going to go around and see we're going to get the average, we're going to get the detailed values for each fold and the accuracy on each one of these models. So we're going to show the average performance. We're also going to show the detailed performance. So we're at 4 minutes here. I'm just going to hold the video while we're waiting for this thing to finish here. I should have just kept going and finished in like 10 more seconds. Okay, we're at 4 minutes 15. We are going to look in this data iris directory. The first thing we're going to do is look at we're going to look at these are actually error scores. They're not, so it's 20% error means 80% accuracy. And so that's the Adeline and the softmax performance on those. And then the detail level values, I think this is getting a little cut off. Let's take a look at this. And we've got 10 seconds here. So these are each of the detailed fold performances, and that is the end of the demo. Thank you.